Coming up on this week's episode of Foghorn News, are you looking for a new furry friend? The Gulf Coast Humane Society might have what you're looking for. And are you looking for a place to get help with English or somewhere quiet to study? The Del Mar College Reading Lab may be able to help. And lastly, coverage over the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association. All this and more when we come back.
Bringing you the latest from Del Mar College and the Coastal Bend region, this is Foghorn Media.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Foghorn News. I'm Kris. Looking to add a new furry friend to your family? Do you like to work with animals? Foghorn News reporter Zenaida Perez tells us more about the Gulf Coast Humane Society.
In the heart of our community lies a sanctuary for those with fur and tails. Welcome to the Gulf Coast Humane Society, where compassion meets commitment.
So I do education and outreach. So right now I actually have a Girl Scout group. So anything that has to do with teaching the youth or even teaching adults about animal welfare. We do try to educate people on why you should adopt. And there's just so many reasons.
To do it. It helps out the animals, it helps out the staff here, and it's a really fun thing to do if you have free time. I think it gives the dogs and cats and stuff a better quality of life, you know, to get out and see the park and meet new people and socialize.
Our marketing has a very, very big part of it. So we do try to reach all areas and surrounding areas of Corpus Christi and South Texas to adopt and not shop. Just because we have so many loving souls here that we for sure have a best friend or companion or whatever it might be, we probably have it for you.
Amidst the hustle of daily life, the Gulf Coast Humane Society remains a beacon of hope for animals in need, thanks to the dedication of its staff and volunteers. For Foghorn News, I'm Zenaida Perez.
For more information on adopting or volunteering, visit their website at gchscc.org. Having a quiet place to study is important for college students. Foghorn News reporter Grace Puente tells us more about the Del Mar College Reading Lab.
Looking for a place to study? The Reading Lab is a great area located in the Colts building to study or catch up on some homework. They also have tutors that'll help you if you need help for your reading or studying. This is a great place to come to. Alyssa tells us more.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Alanis, and I'm a Reading Lab assistant here in the Reading Lab. We're located in the Coles building. This is room 119. We also have room 121, and there's also a study room, room 103, that students can book and use as like a study room for an hour. You can also come in here into this room or that room and use a computer for, to do any kind of work you need to do. You can also come in here to print. We do have a 6-page print limit. And we also offer tutoring for any like reading that you need help with. You can come in here and we can try to help you out with that. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we're also open Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12:30. So yeah, that's the Reading Lab.
The Reading Lab also offers free snacks, candy, and cold waters to help you stay refreshed and energized while you're studying. So if you have any studying or homework to catch up on, this is a great place to do it. This is Grace Puente for Foghorn News.
If you want a place to study, the Del Mar Reading Lab is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Fridays. Coming up after the break, we will look at the Corpus Earth Day Bay Day and Corpus's Farmers Market. Stay tuned for more.
Oh, are you hungry? You're hungry, aren't you? I think I'll feed you again. Let me just get...
Leave the flakes alone. Slow your roll there, Sir Flakes a lot. Didn't you already feed your fish twice today?
Yeah, so? I eat 3 times a day. Why can't my fish? I haven't heard any complaints from him yet. I mean, yeah, he hardly poos, and he's doubled in size this week alone, but, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Welcome back to this week's episode of Foghorn News. I'm Kris Messer, and thank you for tuning back in. Corpus Christi celebrates Earth Day with Earth Day Bay Day. Foghorn News reporter Jeremy Schell tells us more.
Corpus Christi kicked off the 25th Earth Day Bay Day this weekend, free to the community.
An American alligator named Reggie. Our main goal is educating the public on endangered species and animals in the wild to many different quarters. With our zoo to show us animals in the wild, specifically Africa. Open up a zoo to conserve and preserve the animals out in the wild. Home to over 150 different species, many different reptiles like Reggie here, and different mammals. We even have giraffes and rhinos, which are the largest mammals in the world.
The festival included plenty of unique animals and activities for kids to enjoy and get them engaged in the community.
What I really like about this festival is that the community can come together and sort of host all of these different organizations, really educate the public, most importantly children. I think of all these issues that are arising in our coastal bends, such as pollution. We can teach them about gardening, about the ocean, and I love that there's just this chance for us to educate the public.
If you missed out on the event this weekend, don't worry. The actual Earth Day will hit on April 22nd. This has been Foghorn News with Jeremy Schell, and be sure to leave a positive impact.
Earth Day Bay Day may be over, but if you're looking to help preserve our local environments, visit baysfoundations.org. The Heritage Park Market Days are for local businesses to shine. Foghorn News reporter Marco Guerra has more.
The first Saturday of each month is the Heritage Park Market Days Festival right here in Corpus, with over 100 vendors selling everything from handmade arts and crafts, to delicious food, to unique home decor. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what some of the locals had to say.
My name is Devin, and I work for Amuna Beauty for Anastasia and Vincent. And we make natural sinus relief products. We do soy candles, we have body butters, and very awesome things, all from home. We're here every Friday and Saturday and Sunday for the markets.
Many local vendors see market days as a way to promote their small businesses, whether they're longtime vendors or first-time vendors.
My name is Melissa. So I sell jewelry, Apple watches, fashion accessories. So I also sell some cups, I sell clothes, just bags, variety of stuff. So this is my first open up shop. I'm a small business, brand new, barely opening up. It's important because it brings all the local small businesses together. It gets the word out there, it gets the businesses out there so people can come and see what everyone has to offer.
The festival is both family and pet friendly and has a little something for everyone. So come on out to Heritage Park on 1581 North Chaparral Street on the first Saturday of each month and enjoy a nice day of shopping with friends and family. For Foghorn News, I'm Marco Guerra.
The Heritage Park Market Days Farmers Market happens on the first Saturday of every month. Coming up after this break, we will take a look at Del Mar College's trip to the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association and an interview with the students who went.
It's Christmas time again. A time for joy, a time for cheer, and a time for house fires. Make sure you're cautious when you're baking cookies this year. Make the cookies a hit. Don't get your kitchen lit. This message brought to you by a 23-year-old woman. When you bake cookies, be sure to use a timer.
The temperature inside the car can rise from 80 degrees to 112 degrees in less than 30 minutes. In just 2021, 48 animals have died due to overheating. How would you feel if you did this to your dog?
Welcome back to Foghorn News. I'm Kris Messer, and thank you for tuning in. Del Mar College students recently went to TIPA, the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association. Foghorn News reporter Peyton Henderson has more.
Today we take you inside the exhilarating world of the 2024 Texas International Press Association, better known as TIPA. 11 eager students from Del Mar College's TV, radio, and journalism programs, including myself, spent the past weekend traveling to TIPA to showcase their skills in live competitions against numerous colleges and universities across Texas.
I competed in radio news writing, which was a part of the live competition, and I also competed in political cartoons. I feel like when you're a student, you definitely get to learn the basics, but you're rarely out actually getting to experience what it's like. And they had a live news simulation happening where we got to see what a real press scenario would be like.
The live competitions included a fake police barricade standoff to report, film, and broadcast, traveling to concert venues or sports games, as well as competitive news, advertisement, and article writing.
But everybody was there for something different, either for television, they were an anchor, or they were just taking photos. Everybody was there competing for something different, and it was really interesting getting to see how everybody is going to try and create a similar thing.
Between the live competitions and submissions throughout the school year, Del Mar took home more than 40 awards, including first place in radio advertisement, news photography, and overall best website. Lola Ponce, winner of news photography, shares more.
So between the three contests that I entered, I won first place for the news photo, which again was the standoff, which we took photos, entered into back at the hotel, and they pretty much nominated mine for first place. So the first one was for breaking news photo, that was first place. Second one was the multimedia slideshow, first place. General news photo was first place. And the feature story, I believe this one was second place, and then the feature photo was second place as well. And then the photo story was honorable mention, which is technically fourth place. So those are the ones I won for the previous.
Alongside all the awards won on behalf of Del Mar students, the staff of Del Mar even received an honorable recognition at the conference. For Foghorn News, I'm Peyton Henderson.
Now I am joined by Peyton Henderson, our reporter and one of the students who went to TIPA. What did you compete in at TIPA?
So I got the luxury of competing in 3 competitions during TIPA. The first competition I competed in was TV news reporting, and then after that I got to compete in competitive radio advertisement writing, followed by competitive TV news sports broadcasting.
All right, and what did you learn from competing in what you competed in?
So I got a good mixture of things that I learned from TIPA. With the TV news reporting, as y'all saw in the package, it was like on-site reporting essentially. So we got taken to a fake scenario. It was a police barricade standoff. And so that was really interesting, just to kind of be thrown into the mix and then not know what we were reporting, and then immediately being told you have an hour to come up with a news package about whatever you're looking at. And then the second thing I competed in was, like I said, radio advertisement, and I think I learned the most from that because, again, it was the same set of rules. They gave us a product or a service, and we only had 1 hour to come up with an advertisement for it. Mine was programmed for radio, so I had to type out a script along with all the technical things happening that weren't being vocally said in the advert. And I actually went on to win first place in all the state of Texas.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
How was your overall experience at TIPA?
My overall experience, it was kind of quite the eventful weekend. I had a little bit of trouble making it to TIPA, so once I did make it to TIPA, it was really eye-opening just to see that if I persevere, even after through hard times, that I could go on and end up winning first place. So.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And looks like we have reached our time for the day. Thank you, Peyton, for joining me, and you all for joining us on this week's episode of Foghorn News. I'm Kris Messer, and we will see you next week.
Bringing you the latest from Del Mar College and the Coastal Bend region, this is Foghorn Media.